Hey folks, welcome back to Resoured Fishing. Today's video is going to be I don't know what to say. It's kind of going to be like, I'm going to show you guys what I use. So this is like my hard bait box. So it's going to have jerk baits, crank baits, deep divers, shallow divers, top waters, spoons, rooster tails, fly. Well, I have a fly, some BB sinkers, and yeah, all the good stuff. So, if you guys haven't realized, today I'm wearing my new Smalley spotters, which are just a pair of polarized sunglasses, and when I start making my videos, I'm gonna start making, like, how everybody says, like, Throwback Thursday, or, well, I don't know, stupid stuff like that. So I'm going to start my own. Today's Main of Monday. So, all you Mainers out there that watch my videos, give it a thumbs up, comment below what you think about it after. I'd really appreciate it. So, my first lure that I use, well, I haven't used it, but it's a new one that I got. It's the Cabela's Walking Dog. It's, I think, 4.5 inches long, and it's got a blue sparkle, and then a chartreuse belly, with a little bit of red up here. And it's got 2 treble hooks, and it's, if you guys can't hear, it's a rattler, so it rattles. That's my first lure. And then I get into my more shallow divers. These ones aren't considered shallow divers, but I just put them in there because I only use them when it's like 4 to 6 feet of water. They're inline spinners with soft plastic fish on it with a treble hook hanging out of the bottom. It's got a metal shank going through it with little beads up here and a little inline spinner type deal. It actually works really good for ice fishing, and if you're trout fishing and it's not a really deep lake and it's only like 3 or 4 feet deep. So you put this at about like 2.5 and the trout love it. This is my second one. It's just a bigger version of it. This one I use if there's 6 to 8 feet of water. Same deal. Inline spinner, beads, metal shank, soft plastic fish with a treble hook, except this treble hook's bigger. And this one, I catch my browns and my rainbows, and this one I catch my small togue and brook trout on. And then these right here are my, this one's a little crankbait, square bill. It's got a blue top with like a checkered side, and then the belly's just clear. It has 2 treble hooks. And I really like it because it's unique when there's a lot of grass, because bass or pike or anything in that water loves it. This is probably my all-time favorite square bill. It's not a crankbait, but it's the chartreuse belly with the black dot and the red gill. It's just a really good fish imitation, and bass or any kind of fish in that water just love these. I had a bigger one, but I lost it last year. Typical me. And then these 2 are my top waters. Well, also my top waters. Actually, I have 3 top waters. I have this one. To be honest, I don't even know. My grandma brought this back to me from Japan. I don't even know where she got this from. I think she got it from some kind of fish market. Or some place over there. I don't know. And this is my Rapala jointed pike imitation. And this thing works really well. If you're looking to catch pickerel or even big pike, you put this thing in the water and it does its charm. And this thing, Ike, this is a good early spring or early morning bait. It's called Ike. I personally like the white one. I used to have one with a chartreuse end, but it didn't really work. So I'm going to stick to my white one because it's kind of like a chatterbait. It does its own little thing. It's got a place for a swivel right there, so the swivel is hidden. Sorry about my hand. It's got a hidden swivel so that the bass can't see it. And then this is my favorite. This is my Rapala Wrap Shad, Ghost Shad. No, it's not the Ghost Shad. It's the Rapala Shadow Wrap, too. It has 3 treble hooks. It is a crankbait, and it's a perch imitation. I personally like this because when it's dark water, or fall fishing, or even early spring fishing, you just put this in, and it does its charm. You only want to jerk this like it's supposed to be a jerk bait. Because if you try to use it like a crankbait, you're just going to mess its action up, and it's just going to be a bad day for you. I actually have quite a few rooster tail type lures. Most of these I just got for Christmas and have yet to use. I have some different color ones. Like this one is just a little silver thing with 2 red beads and a weight and a treble hook. But this one is more or less like, I don't know what that's supposed to be, like a little toad or something. With a little shiny thing again, and then another treble hook. This one's older. I've had this one for a couple years. And then this right here. Same deal, just 2 beads, weight. Except this thing, instead of just being regular silver, seems to have like a crystal shine to it. This thing, same deal. Except instead of having 2, it has 1 bead. Then it has a bullet sinker. Or tungsten, whatever you guys prefer. With the treble hook. And this flashy thing is kind of rippled. So it makes a ripple when it goes through the water. This thing here, same deal, 2 beads, weight and treble hook. And then the shiny thing is kind of an American flag decal, not exactly, it's just got red. Again, same thing, 2 beads, weight, treble hook. This one is just a bigger version of the last one I showed you. Still kind of the American flag thing. And then these are these 2 are smaller, but this is like a gold, so it works good on a trout river. And then this one's kind of just got dots on it, like it's a bowling ball or something. But shiny. Works good for bass. And this thing right here is personally my favorite trout lure ever. Is the Joe's Fly. So it's just a little inline spinner. No beads, no weights. Light as can be besides what it has to have. It has the little inline spinner thing, which is just silver. Then it has a little feather, which attracts trout. And then it has 1 single pronged hook. Like that, bait holder, and then it has a piece of 25-pound braid attached to it, and it has a little, I don't know if you guys can see that treble hook, because when trout bite, they don't actually bite, they just kind of come up, grab it, and then let go. So that kind of helps you catch the trout more efficiently. And now I'm getting into my more spoon-like lures. So you're going to see red and whites, this, that, and this. Yeah. If they decide to cooperate. I don't hate, but I dislike my new box because the lures like to get stuck under it. I'm just going to pull everything else out. I have a couple of PB sinkers, but I'm not really sure if you guys care about this. This is my favorite ice fishing lure. It's kind of like a fish imitation. Silver with ripples on it. Just with a treble hook on the end of it. It just kind of like a weeping wallow or a red and white. It just kind of floats down. And then, nope, that don't go there. This is my fly. It's just a nymph. I'm not even really sure where I got it. I think I bought it from Walmart for 98 cents one day. It's just supposed to be like a fly type thing. Trout love it. Yeah, I know I say trout love a lot of things, but besides bass fishing, I do a lot of trout fishing. This is my somewhat red and white. It's just got an eye and like a tiger type pattern. And then it used to have a lot better feather on the treble hook than it does now, but it's been hooked into trees and everything else, so it's kind of lost its color over time. Same thing, just different treble hook pattern with the... Actually, no, same exact lure. I thought it had a different thing. Looks purple to me. These are my moose looks. These are what I use when I go trolling for trout. I kind of like this one best out of my two because it's got the gold back with the rainbow type. So if it's a really sunny day out and you just want to go trolling, this thing just kind of floats down through the water. And then this one is my one, so if it's a darker day and there's a little light, it's orange, so it automatically brightens up as soon as light hits it, as you can see from my lamp. And these are my red and whites. This is one of my bigger ones. I only have 4 red and whites because I haven't stocked up on them really this year. I more or less stocked up on my plastics and my finesse fishing methods. And I also will be doing a video later on in the year, but I am trying to get interested in fly fishing. But other than that, this is one of my smaller ones. As you can see, it's smaller. And then this is my only medium type red and white that I have. It does have a swivel attached to it. Just because last year when I took it off, I was on a good bite. So I didn't really want to ruin the bite. So I just kind of left the swivel on there. And yeah, as you can see, I also had to bend the swivel to get it on there. Because these swivels, the black ones, I do not recommend them if you're trying to put red and whites on. Because you cannot put them on. I might as well show you. I just have 15 or 20 BB sinkers that are like that size. Not very big. I just use them when I'm out trout fishing and I just want to throw a worm on. So that's all for today. Thank you guys for joining me on Restarted Fishing. You folks have a good night.